Am I on? Am I on? I am. Oh, for 8 seconds, you guys got to watch me play with my phone and make sure that I wouldn't be hearing myself. Oh, but I failed. But I failed. There I am. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. So, yeah, I also, the other reason I wanted to come on is because I got new cards. Oh, and they're a little alien deck, and they're so cute, and I love them. So we can play with those later too. Heaney, Millie. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. It was pretty exciting to like open my link and find this like chat going on just right there. Everyone was all ready. Yes, good luck with your surgery, Linda. Sending lots of good healing vibes for you. Hey, Kim. Yay. Hello, beautiful Linda. Beautiful everybody. I love you guys. We'll just start that early instead of leaving it to the end this time. How is everyone? Aliens sort of started me on my deeper journey. I don't even know. I've always kind of just assumed that it was, a thing. And I remember one time, so I had a shirt when I was a teenager. I had a shirt that, oh, my Truth Wave shirt. I had a shirt that was like the picture of the Roswell alien, and it said the government is lying across it. And I remember a little old lady stopping me on an elevator. Not that it matters, but it was on the ferry, either going to or coming from Vancouver Island. And yeah, she was like, "Thanks, Millie." And she was like, she pointed at my shirt and she's like, "That's right." And I'm not sure if she was talking about like aliens necessarily or if she just was anti-government. You never know. Either way. Thanks, Heaney. Oh, yes. Oh, can you howl at the moon for me too, please, Christine? Because I didn't do it yesterday because I was at the transit center and I felt like I would just attract all the other weirdos there. And, weirdos, some places like here, like you guys, you're all weirdos and I love you. I'd howl with you, but it's a different type that, hang out at transit centers. So, especially on the west end of Edmonton. So I figured that probably wasn't the greatest idea. But, I mean, they probably would have joined in. It could have been a choir, a big choir of us all howling at the moon. That would have been fun, actually. Maybe I should have. I mean, we are what we are, Laura. As long as it's a good kind of weirdo, because those are fun, I think, because I like to think I am one. Oh, well, if you have your dogs with you, that's a good excuse, though. You can kind of just blend in, or at least just look like you're like, well, we're bonding. That's why we have to howl together. That works. Did you? I didn't live here that long ago. I was born in Saskatchewan, but that's cool. What did you have to come here for, Heaney? Oh, you get them going. You just start the whole chorus. That's amazing, Kim. Uh, yeah, exactly. Not even a debate in my head. Yeah, 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 same. It's just like this makes sense. So I don't need other people telling me what to believe or not to believe or whatever. Yeah. So just for funsies, Heaney? Just driving through. Did you go to the mountains? Did you go to Jasper? Jasper would have been beautiful back then. No one would have even been going there all the time. It's kind of turned into a bit of a tourist trap. Banff was really bad. And when I went to Banff, I couldn't breathe there. There was so many people, and all the buildings are like right beside each other. So there's like no space. There's not as much greenery as you would think would be at a national park. I mean, they've got McDonald's though, so that's great. Yeah. Yeah, and I was having a panic attack because I just felt way too closed in, which is crazy in the beautiful mountains. So that's sad. Poor Banff. Look what we've done. Oh, there goes Tulsi. Well, we didn't need a passport to go to the States until what, like not like 20 years ago? Not even, maybe. And I have a client who she went to Hawaii, and I don't know how long ago. Oh, she said in the 90s. It was in the 90s. She went to Hawaii. She's Canadian. She went there just to visit or whatever. And then she didn't leave. And she lived there for a long time and no one cared. Like she didn't get kicked out of the country. When she did get discovered, she was still able to go back and it was fine. It just wouldn't happen today. Especially Hawaii. Like there's just not a lot of room for all the people who want to just go and hang out and stay forever, I'm sure. Can you not claw at the okay, please? It's not your guitar, it's a screen. Yeah, probably after 9/11. Yeah, I know. Well, don't wreck the screen. You're gonna complain about it. Here comes Cushy. I want Cushy to come and meet everybody because she's kind of shy. She doesn't like humans, but I think she'll be okay with you, through a screen. And she's so cute. She's just such a little love bug. Baby, you want to come meet everybody? Come here. Not you. That's Tulsi. They've met you many times. All of your many beautiful, adorable little interruptions, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's good, in fact. Great. I'm not echoing, am I? Oh, I kind of am. Sorry. When I sing, I put the echo on, and now it's probably sounding weird. Bought stuff and told the guard. uh, wow, even to Jamaica. That's cool. I mean, we are all, yeah, I think Jamaica is still considered North America, isn't it? I could be wrong. 11:11. Okay, come here. Kush, Kush, where'd you go? Baby. Well, now she left. And it's 9/11 here, and I just said 9/11 a couple of seconds ago. Coincidence? Conspiracy? Am I in on it? You'll never know. Karen. I know it's the Caribbean, but I feel like it's either part of North America or South America. So that's why I'm wondering which. I used to know these kinds of things. I love geography. I'm a geography geek. I play geography games on my phone. And I just, yeah, love it. Well, okay, so I was going to tell my story about going to the hospital. Oh, also, we'll play with these later too, if anyone wants to. If anyone's left, I know everyone is tired and wants to go to bed, and I understand totally. Major chicken. Okay. I just have to have a little side story. So I work with a guy so I worked with him at my last job and then again now. And he's super Christian, but like the good kind that's not super judgmental. He's just very warm and and he lives as he believes, and I respect that. But anyway, the point is he is sometimes kind of naive, even though he's like, a 52-year-old man or whatever he is. But he has this funny innocence about him sometimes, and then sometimes he's just plain dirty. So I guess it just depends. And sometimes I guess I just never know. Anyway, so everyone at our store, not including me since I'm vegetarian, and he was leaving. So on his way out, he was because they were all going to go for jerk chicken. And on his way out, he yells, "Have fun jerking." And I fell to the floor. I I mean, I was at a counter, so I kind of held on, but my knees gave out with laughter. And then I'm the one who looks like the dirty person. Come on. There's no way that not everybody in the world would hear what I heard. Come on. And I'm sure they all did. And it was still just Trista. Trista was the problem. Paul probably knew exactly what he was saying, but it's me. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, he also, I don't think, knows what the eggplant emoji means and had sent it to a coworker. And yeah, yeah, he probably knew. Yeah, you can get away with it. He also, okay, so our store was in Oliver Square, is what the area was called. And so he would always call the store the Big O. And this is where, well, see, but this is the thing, Karen. Okay, so he calls the store the Big O to us all the time. And we crack up and whatever. And we never said anything directly, but just assumed that this was part of the joke or whatever. And then he goes and he works at our Sherwood Park store for a day. And he's very charismatic and he knows a lot. So and he's not bad looking. So women just like flock to him and ask him a bunch of questions and whatever. He ends up with this big harem. Anyway, yeah, we had this like elderly lady telling us about how he gets her going. So that's nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with the group. Anyway, so he's at the Sherwood Park store and I mean, you would send it to be dirty, I guess, Karen. Is Laura, what are you naive about? It's all gonna be, subpoenas and things like that. That just go with that, and that's what it means. Anyway, so he oh, except I guess the big O is different. If you think of O words. So he's working there and helping some lady and whatever, and she was like, "Oh, you're really helpful. Like, have you like when are your days that you work or whatever?" And he's like, "Well, I don't normally work at this store. You come see me at the Big O." And her face just kind of fell and she was like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "Well, I work at Oliver Square. So blah blah blah." And oh, sorry. Oh, poor Kim. Oh, the eggplant. Yeah, it's supposed to be, manly parts. I don't really understand why necessarily. That's just the way it's always been in internet land. Um, yeah, so he told her to come see him at the Big O, and her face fell, and she was like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I work at Oliver Square," and she's like, "I'm confusing everybody. Sorry, too many innuendos." So yeah, and then she kind of laughs and she's like, "Oh, well, you said the Big O. I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know what exactly she said to get her point across about what she thought he meant." So he comes back to the store. Oh, hi, Victor. So he comes back to the store and he's talking to us about it. And he's like, "So you guys aren't going to believe this." And like, he's totally serious. "You guys aren't going to believe this. Like, I was talking to this customer and she liked the help that she was getting. And she asked when I worked. And I said that I work that she should come and see me at the Big O. And she thought I was talking about orgasms." And we're like, and so we all laugh. And he's like, "Well, did you guys ever think of that?" Yeah. Yeah, Paul, every time you say it. That's why we laugh every time you say it. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed, and he was red, even just talking about it later, so he didn't know. So I don't know about all of the other instances that he has said inappropriate things and not known what he was talking about. Hi, Unseen Steve McQueen. Can I just call you Steve? Because that's easier. That's what I'm gonna do unless you have, very, uh if you're violently opposed, then let me know. So, yeah, he's just too much sometimes. It's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I was gonna tell my hospital story. So this would have been, oh, unless we're gonna get sidetracked. Oh, I made a teabag joke recently, and my coworker, who is also a naive Christian boy, but much younger, he was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Never mind. I'm just gonna leave the room." Ah, yeah. Well, I would tell you to Google it, Millie, but I don't know. I don't want to be responsible for any of that. You okay there, Tulse? Okay. I'll send you a message. Uh, oh, that sounds fun. Okay, yes, we should do that. I was gonna tell the story about me breaking my arm though, but that sounds really fun. It won't take long. Okay, I'll try to zoom through my story so I just won't look at the chat too much because I'll get distracted. Okay, so this was like 2007. No, yes, 2007. And I was taking my second level of Reiki, and the girl I was taking it from lived like 4 blocks from me. So I just walked over there, did the first class, and the first class was like the foundation and history and stuff. And then the second class was when I got attuned. And so she says, you can expect to like get sick. Everyone will usually like get a cold or a flu or whatever. And that's totally normal because it's kind of like part of the upgrade. So you get that energy, and it's almost like the universe giving you a chance to heal yourself or whatever. So um so yeah, I was like, okay. And I knew that from my first level. And I don't remember if I got sick in my first level or not, but I must have got something. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm walking home from that class, and it's March 8th. Happy birthday, Victor. And that means it's thawing in the day and freezing at night, and thawing in the day and freezing at night. So it's slick and it's dark, so I can't really see what's going on at my feet. Hi, Angela. So yeah, so I'm I'm in this great mood, and I'm walking and I'm singing Om Namah Shivaya and just cruising along like without a care in the world about all the ice that was there. And I slid on like, oh, can you not play with the cupboards in the bathroom, please? Kush kush. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll have to ignore that. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Hey, Mary. Oh, see, everyone's getting here now, so this is perfect timing. Okay, good. If you can't hear her, then I'll just put up with it. So, okay. So, yeah, so I slip on like, like how sidewalks have the part that's slanted. So I slip on there and I do a foosh, apparently falling on outstretched hand. So I fell backwards and landed on my wrist, and or not wrist, but like here. And yeah, and I was like, okay. So I get up and my arm's just kind of hanging there. And I'm thinking, okay, it's dislocated, is what I figured. Turns out you can't dislocate an elbow without breaking it horribly first, apparently. So I didn't know this. I felt okay. I didn't have super severe pain. I mean, it made me walk a lot slower and more carefully. And I mean, it's not like it didn't hurt, but I've always heard, oh, they're talking about hearing Cushy in the bathroom playing with the cupboards because I have like the child locks. So she just goes and just like pulls them out and over and over and over until I want to scream. So anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh, yes, I've always heard that if you break a bone, that there's just no denying it. And I didn't think, yeah, I didn't think that I had because I thought I would know. Um, yeah, I'll get to that part, Karen. So, um, oh, and I missed the part about how 3 days before. So 3 days before, I'm having this conversation. Hi, Anna. Thanks for coming. I'm having this conversation with one of my friends who works in the produce department, and we're both complaining about work, and I'm like, I'm just so stressed out, and I just need I need a break. I need 4 days to do absolutely nothing. And that's how long I ended up in the hospital. But anyway, I also in that same conversation, just because I guess if I'm trying to manifest something horrible, I'll just make sure that the universe really hears. So I also, in that same conversation, was talking about how, well, both of us were talking about how we had never broken bones before. So, that part. And then I need a break. No wonder the universe got confused and was like, oh, she wants to break her elbow. Okay, let's do it. Kick her down. So I walked the rest of the way home, and my friends and I were going to hang out after my class anyway. So, and one of my friends, one friend had a cell phone, and so I phoned her. They were driving around waiting for me to call and say that I was home, and then we were going to go, I don't know, for coffee or whatever we did back then. And so I call and I said, like, I fell and I dislocated my elbow, and they're like, okay, well, we're like right around the corner, and they were there within minutes. So so they come on up to my apartment, and I show them, and their faces kind of changed. And I see that now, but at the time I didn't really realize. But yeah, just like, oh, okay. And they stayed calm, and they're like, hey, let's go to the hospital. And I'm like, do you think I'm still going to be able to go to Noah's birthday party tomorrow? Because my friend who I had been talking about needing a break, it was his son's birthday party. And I really wanted to go. And they're like, oh, well, we'll see. So I was upset about that. But then all the way to the hospital, I was like listing all of the good things. I'm like, it's so good that we, had this plan and that you were already on your way over. Like, what would have I done if, I was home by myself, because I lived by myself at the time. And, what would have happened if no one was on their way to visit me? Then I'd be sitting there for how long? And would I have to call an ambulance, or could I go in a cab? Like, what would have I done? I don't know. So it's good. It's good that you were on your way over. It's good that I had Reiki already flowing through my body. And I was doing it to keep myself from going into shock, like quite consciously. So, okay, like what can I talk about and keep myself talking and keep myself kind of aware? And then we got to the hospital, and in our panic, Tina drops me off at the wrong entrance. So not the emergency entrance, but like, I don't know, just some random ass entrance kind of far away. And so we get out and start walking, and like there's orderlies chasing me with wheelchairs, like, oh, you should sit down. But it was actually better to walk, because if it could hang, then it was okay. Like in the car, that was really painful when I had to kind of bend it a little bit. So I'm sure I was. Yeah, absolutely. Um, so then we walked through the whole hospital to get to Emerge, and it's like wall to wall people in there. There's standing room only, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like, I don't have to wait this long to get seen, and so I'm kind of worried about that. And we go up to like the intake desk, and the nurse is like, why are you here? And it was winter. Well, it was March, so it's winter. So I had my coat on, and I kind of opened my coat because it was just draped over my shoulders because that's all I could really do. Opened my coat to show her my arm hanging there, and her face changed, and she's like, and then she starts calling over all the other nurses. Now, that's never a good sign, and they're all gasping. So that's when I'm like, yeah, it's bad. I am a master manifester. I have some pretty crazy other stories too that I'll get to one day, if not maybe today. But anyway, so yeah, so they're all gasping, and I'm like, this doesn't sound good if nurses are shocked at seeing this because nurses see everything. So no, it was a good experience, Linda. So you should be excited. This should help for real. So yeah, so they got me in right away. Go figure. I didn't sit down. I went from the desk to being taken in. So everyone that complains about Canadian healthcare, I challenge them on that because when you really, really need it, it's there. And I mean, when it comes to like testing and stuff, I think the wait times are a little bit longer than the US, but even then, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I love you too, Linda. Yeah, so then they shoot me up with morphine, which was weird. It like made my blood vessels pop out, which was really strange. And uh, I did not like how it made me feel. And then they had to set my arm. And I said to the guy, so it was me and like this one, I don't know, nurse, doctor, whatever he was, person who sets bones. And he was kind of cute too. And I asked him, I'm like, so I hear this is really, really painful. And like often people say it's the worst part of breaking your arm. And he's like, well, he says, oh, you won't remember. And I'm like, oh, you're putting me out? And he's like, no, yeah, sorry, Karen. And he's like, well, we're not putting you out, but you won't remember. And I'm like, I don't understand. He's like, oh, you'll see. And I think about it now and I'm like, I don't think that would fly these days to have someone unconscious and like one practitioner. I don't know. That seems like a weird situation. Unless there's cameras in there, I don't know. Or maybe that's just the way it is. And I mean, it's not like I think anything nefarious went on. It's just I feel like now that's changed. So, anyway, so yeah, he gave me whatever. I think it was a gas, probably. That part I don't even remember, but I remember waking up and he was gone and I was just in there by myself and my arm was like folded like a normal person and yeah, and so then that night was just oh no wait, it was the next night. Okay, sorry. So that night was like whatever and I probably slept because of the morphine. And then when I had my surgery, or did I have my surgery right away? Sorry. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, so I went for my surgery, and as they're prepping me, the doctor or orderly or whoever, person with a Sharpie puts an X on my good arm and writes yes on the one that's just like mangled and it's hanging there. And he writes yes. And I'm like, really? Like, and I laughed and he's like, oh, no, you'd be surprised. No, no, so it's not a joke? You really have to write yes and no on the body parts that you're operating on? That's concerning. That's a little concerning. But okay. So, yeah, so then I had my surgery. Oh, and as I was going under, the nurse that I had, so this nurse, had her mask on, and she had the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen on a human being. That I am sure, like, that's why she had that job, because she was in charge of keeping me calm and helping me, go under the anesthetic, because she'd like, okay, now, count backwards or whatever. I can't remember. And yeah, and I fell asleep to her staring at me, and it was beautiful. She just, oh, like angel eyes. Yeah, totally. Just so silver. So yeah, very so silver. They're almost like, I mean, I'm sure they're blue, but almost freaking white. It was crazy, but in a good way, not a creepy way. But yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I know. Things go wrong. I get it. It's just a little disconcerting when you're laying there on the table and about to be cut into. Silver blue eyes. Oh, remember the book, The Girl with the Silver Eyes? Did anyone read that? She could move objects with her eyes. It was my sister's book, and I think I read it later. But anyway, it was like a youth book. Oh, who's that, Karen? I'm curious. So, had my surgery, and then the next day, um, I have a room all to myself. And for the record, it was like there was room for other people, and I was just in there on my own. So that was beautiful. I think there was maybe one or two other beds. Um, and my friends came and visit. Oh, and being vegetarian, I was given for dinner Michelina's microwaved meal. So that was lovely. Just mac and cheese, protein, whatever. Healthy? No. Why, you're in the hospital. Why would you want to eat healthy? So I had my friends go to work and bring me quinoa salad and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, that's fun. Meg Foster. I don't know who that is. um. So yeah, food was terrible, and my friends came and visited, and that was nice. And oh, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I lived by myself. I think this happened a little bit later. Yes, okay, I'll save that for the moment. So, yeah, so then that night, so this is after my surgery, and I'm trying to sleep, and the pain is so bad, so bad. And it's the worst pain, however, was the X-rays and trying to straighten my arm, which was impossible. And oh, hi, Clint! Yay! Um, so yeah, trying to straighten my arm was absolutely terrible. So they couldn't get a very good X-ray, and the surgeon said they thought that the bone was in three pieces, not just snapped in half. They thought it was in three pieces based on the X-ray, but when they opened me up, it was smashed. In his words, that's the surgeon's words, smashed. So I have a titanium arm, which I like to think is Reiki powered, you see. So, yeah. So then that night, I hurt here instead. Like it was, and I thought, oh my God, like what if I cracked whatever this is, collarbone. And I didn't notice because I had the pain everywhere else. And then they didn't catch it. And then what's going to happen? And I'm like spiraling and freaking out in my brain and all night. And then I'm laying there and I can't sleep. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning, which I know because I looked up and I saw it get to 3 o'clock. And then the hand just continued going all the way around the clock. And I I was like, "Oh my god, this place is haunted." Of course it's haunted. It's a hospital. But holy shit, like I just saw something happen. So then I'm all excited about that. Turns out it was the time change. So because of the time change, I mean, who's going to go around a hospital and change, hundreds of clocks? So they do it automatically and then they just go to the next hour. So it wasn't a haunting officially, but yeah, so that was that. And I saw it. Well, I saw it, but it wasn't. I don't know if how quick the delay is, and if you're talking about the clock, but yeah, so I saw it go all the way around. I'm like, oh, but no, it was just the time change. Yes, that's why I have long nails too. My nails are so thick they don't really bend. They'll snap and break, but they don't really bend, and it's been like that for my entire life. And I always thought it so before I was a vegetarian, and I'm sorry to gross everybody out, but I my favorite part of eating meat was the gristle, which is weird. I know everybody gives me a hard time about it, or they did then, nobody knows now. I told someone at work the other day, he was like, "That's disgusting." And I was like, "No, it was the best part." Like, I'd eat it off all of the rest of my family's plates even. And I figured that that's why I had really strong nails, but no, because I've changed my diet several times and it's never affected my nails, so it must just be genetic or whatever, or my titanium. Oh, Laura, that sounds annoying. Yeah, yeah, I can do mine at home too. Uncle Buck, what are we talking about Uncle Buck for? I liked that movie. Oh, my and did it take them all year to change or all half year to change the clocks and then they would start over again? And that was their only job. And then the hospital had to be in different time zones so that they just keep them working all year. Sorry, that's dumb. Anyway, yeah, so then I was worried about what was going on here, and then the surgeon comes to see me the next day, and I told him I'm like panicking. I said I think something's broken here, blah blah blah, and he's like, "You were on the table with your arm hanging there for 4 hours. Yeah, you're gonna be sore. Don't worry, nothing's broken. That's completely normal." And I was like, "Okay, well then I feel better." And then when it was time to go home, okay, well, it wasn't time to go home. So that night, I'm like buzzing the nurse and asking for more morphine or whatever, something to help. And she's like, "Well, I can't give you any more morphine unless I call the doctor." Um, and like it's the middle of the night and I'm crying. Like it was so bad. And and she's like, "Plus, they're not going to let you go home if you're still on needle drugs. You have to be off needle drugs for 48 hours before they're going to let you go home." And I'm like, "I don't care. Like, I'm not asking because I want it. I'm asking because I'm in pain and I need to get through this." And then she did end up contacting the doctor in the middle of the night, poor guy. And so he okayed it and whatever. But yeah. And then the next day, within 24 hours, they're in my room and saying, "Okay, so here's the thing." So, oh, hi, Jimena. Love you. So, looked it up and didn't go, well, maybe he didn't want to change thousands of clocks. Yes, the gristle story. Yeah, it was so good. And I even remember saying at one point, well, I could never be vegetarian because I would still need to eat my gristle. I've been okay without it. Well, just so you know. Um, yeah, so they're in my room, or the nurse comes to my room and she says, okay, so here's the deal. We need this bed. I must have been in a room by myself. We need this bed. So your options are going into a room, like a shared room or whatever they call it, with 3 men, one of whom yells random things occasionally, or you can go home. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to function at home? I live by myself. I'm one-armed. I still like was just, you're healing. It's tiring. Everything was just, ugh. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so I'm crying. And I mean, she leaves and then I'm crying. And then my friends show up. And I have to say, like, Tina and Danielle, and we're not like close anymore at all, which is sad for me. We never had a falling out or anything. We just grew apart. They both ended up getting married and having kids. And, here I am. So, but they were just such good people and took such good care of me. So they both come in. No, Tina comes in and she's like, oh, so I hear you get to go home today. And I was like, what am I going to do? And so I start freaking out and I'm crying. And she's like, no, no, no. She's like, Danielle and I got it all figured out. So we made a schedule. And when I'm not working, I'll be there. And when she's not working, she'll be there. And there will basically be someone with you pretty much all the time. So at least for, a week or whatever it was. And yeah, so they came to my house and helped me and bathed me. Like, I can't imagine the therapy they needed after that, but like, yeah, so I had the best friends for sure who really stepped up for me, and I'm so grateful, still so grateful. So yeah, that was amazing. And and since Danielle was a massage therapist, she had this like weird, huge, like triangle pillow so that I could sleep on the couch and still be able to get up with just one arm. And yeah, such good people for sure. So, yeah. And I think is that all? And then I didn't end up taking the rest of my Reiki um, until the next spring. Yeah. It was because it was 2018 when I got my second level, because it was 98, 2008, 2018. So yeah, it was 2008 when I got my second level. And it was March 2007 when I broke my arm. I really waited. I just didn't get around to it. And I mean, I was attuned, so it was like, whatever. Just finish it off whenever we feel like it. But my certificate says 2018, so I get to say it's 10 years apart. Yeah, I think that's all for that story. I think if I think of anything else, I'll throw it in later. So yeah, did we want to come on and talk about dirty stories, or what was that? So who wants to come on? Here, I don't know how to do this. Present or invite? What's that? Oh, I thought I could only have one person since I don't pay for this. It says I can have up to 6, and I have to upgrade if I want more. Well, 6 is a lot, so that's good. So send this link to your guests. Okay, I get it. Okay. Oh, geez, that's crazy, Kim. Yeah, I was off work for 2 months, not counting the time that my boss would call, and my boss there was awesome. They sent me this gift basket, it was beautiful, it had, like, supplements to help for bones and whatever, but then also ice cream, and I was like, "That's just mean, you guys. How do you think I'm gonna get this out of the container?" Rude, rude, but, you learn, you get really innovative, and I learned that I could open jars well, first of all, I usually to open a jar, if you have a hard time with jars, what you do is you get, like, a thick rubber band or 2 thick rubber bands, ideally, 1 on the glass and 1 on the lid, and then you got a grip. It works because I am not a strong person, and I have, like, no grip. So, very, very handy. But anyway, what I would do then is like there was this part where my cupboard met my stove where it was like stuck out a little bit different. So it was like more of a corner. So I would put the jar there and I would lift my shirt so that my belly would hold it. And then I would be able to just open it with the one arm. It worked. Yeah, the body is an amazing healer. That's what we do. We heal and we detox. As far as our physical bodies go, anyway. Oh, and I got home care. I didn't ask for home care, and I didn't pay for home care. Thank you, Canada. Sorry, guys. And yeah, and they sent a nurse to change my bandages however many times a week. And oh, and it's funny too because I was told to use polysporin, like because I had staples. Oh, I should do a share screen before I send you guys in there. 1 second, let me find it. I'll show you all the gross pictures. Yeah, so now I'm like, okay, I'll take that as a yes. Do 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 do. Come on, can you load faster, please? Oh, jeez, Louise. It's just like all I'm loading is Facebook, and it's taking forever. Thank you. Fuck. Okay. Mm, albums. Sorry, I'm just looking. It was a long time ago, so I've got lots to scroll through. My broken arm. There we go. Oh God, am I really going to show this to people? Oh goodness. And then my friend was getting all artsy with the photos too, so there's some extreme close-ups. Okay, so we'll just go one at a time here. And there, and second. Okay. And we're gonna go. Is that share screen? I think so. Yep. Okay, good. Do 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 do. Okay. And that one. And there. Okay. And oh, add to stage. It was a good experience. It was totally a good experience. And yeah, and so my boss would have me come in to help, and then he would pay me in products, kind of. So like we would reward staff with what we called Terabucks, because Planet Organic under its first iteration was Terra Natural Foods. So they kept the Terra in a lot of things. So we would get Terabucks. And he gave me like a lot of Terabucks for just coming in and doing the schedule and other kind of stuff that, wouldn't stress me out. Oh, and I had to hire somebody. So yeah, because I was a manager at the time. Okay, so there I am in the hospital and looking great. Isn't that a lovely picture? Sorry, just reading, you guys. Oh, what happened? Oh no, endometriosis is terrible. Yeah, I have a friend who has it. She's been waiting for a hysterectomy because it's so bad, and she has no quality of life. She can't do anything. She's a hairdresser. So thankfully she kind of works on her own schedule, but even still, like it really, really just it's just such what do you call it? So hard to manage. And then she's asking for a hysterectomy, and the doctors are like, "Oh, but what if you want children someday?" And she's like, "I don't like kids and I don't want children, so just do it." And they're like, "Oh, but what if your partner wants kids?" And she's like, "Okay, so first of all, I'm with my partner that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be with forever, and he doesn't like kids either. So we're good. And even if not, what the hell, man? I would like some quality of life, not worrying about what some possibility in the future wants. Like, sorry, but come on. Oh dear. I'm sorry you went through that, Anna. Yeah, they just put it on. Well, depends what the men want. So if you have to, you get to suffer for like 10 years, and just in case you have, a husband who wants children, which you probably won't be able to have after your insides are all fused together, right? Because that's what happens with endometriosis, or what can happen. Yeah, that's amazing, Millie. Yeah, why would you want kids without any quality of life? How are you going to chase them around? Okay, so next photo. There, little blurry. So we can skip through these pretty fast, but yeah, there's my staples. It doesn't even look like skin, but that's because the bandage was on so tightly. And it's all yellow from whatever they used. Or from the bruise. Yeah, I guess it's probably a bruise. Oh yeah, that's me that says that. Isn't it though? Gotta love that yellow bruise. Oh. And there. And okay, so here's a different one. So here I am. That's the home care nurse changing my bandages. I'm looking at something. Got a bunch of Star Wars posters happening in the background. That was a great apartment. And look how skinny I am. What the hell? Must be nice past Trista. And I thought I was fat. Can you get off there, please? Thank you. And I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to wear a shirt under that thing that I'm wearing, but I think that's why I was wearing it, because it was easy to deal with. And is that done? Oh, some more healing. And I think that was the like the crusty looking stuff was the Manuka or whatever I was using on it. There's the Manuka like falling off, dripping off there. Harry Potter in the background. That looks so gross. I should check if anyone's saying anything that I need to. Yeah, they were pretty crazy staples. Oh, there's people outside talking in a different language. And I'm still eavesdropping. Okay. Let's continue. Do. It's funny because for a second there, I was thinking that you guys could see the cat hair that's like stuck to my laptop. There, and there's the last TV I ever owned. Look, isn't it classy? I haven't had one since then. But look how cute I am and skinny. Oh my God, what happened? And that was in my bindi wearing days, in case you were wondering what's on my forehead. So yeah, there I am. As long as that wasn't the cats. Oh. Ravenclaw. Yeah, that feels right. I feel I would be in Hufflepuff. Especially with all the herbs and stuff. But also because aren't they like the potheads? Theoretically. Do. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And then I think, okay, we're gonna shut that. And sorry that you have to hear the play-by-play. Sometimes I need to focus my little brainy brain so I don't forget what I'm doing. Okay, is this right? Yes, StreamYard. Okay, so if anybody wants to come on and shoot the shit, feel free. So are you, Anna. Look at your cute little face there. I'm considering getting a new witch hat because, like, the witch hat that I have, I absolutely love, but they come in all sorts of colors. So now I want a purple one and maybe a green one. They're only like 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon now. I bought them through some other website when I got mine, but yeah, I want. And then when I was looking for them, a big ass sorting hat came up, so that's fun. Okay, so who wants to come on? Does anyone want to come on? No? Maybe. Mm-mm-mm. My lips are dry. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this is nice. This is okay. So I bought some strawberries. Okay. Now I don't recall for some reason it being like this in there. I feel like maybe when I had them out unattended, perhaps someone with long little nails got in there and decided to try to get this. Okay, yes, come on and tell your off-color joke. So I guess I won't eat that one. Sorry, guys. And I'm making a bunch of noise too. They were staring at me. I won't eat a whole bunch, just a little bit. And we'll shut my mic off. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Let me mute my YouTube stream, or that's going to get really weird. Okay, there we go.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Welcome to my house.
Hey, thank you. It's nice to be on somebody else's house for a change. Although I was at somebody else's today, so well, I'd never done a video thing ever in Discord, and I didn't realize you could. This is a great thing for everybody here that has a channel. I didn't realize that you could record off of it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did the little podcast thing today that I spoke about tonight. It was cool.
Yeah.
It just took a little bit of settings changes. It's real minimal. So that's another vehicle for any of you out there that does that sort of thing. All right, so you ready for the joke?
Kinda. I would like to find my speaker because I can barely hear you for some reason. Where did it go?
Is it my mic volume?
I don't know. Is anyone else having a hard? Oh, he is a little muffled. Okay, so then maybe it's not just me. I'm like, what's wrong with my computer?
All right, let me see. All right, let's see, I'm gonna have to back out and I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. However I do that.
Oh, Tulsi's coming to say hi. Sorry, now I'm picking my teeth. I shouldn't have had that strawberry. I'm sorry. I'm actually kind of hungry. Well, I guess, yeah, no, I guess I ate like 8 hours ago. Okay, what are you doing? Make up your mind. Okay. No. Yes, he's also, yeah, same with my computer. He's only coming out of one speaker. Well, I went for lunch with my friend today, so that was fun. So I had I had vegan Hunan Kung Pao, and it was very good. And garlic bread, which was terrible. It was burnt and it was not garlicky enough, and I asked for more garlic butter, and that didn't even help, and I was very disappointed. Yes, my twin that I posted. Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey. All right. Is that better? Is my volume
Yes.
better?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
You're still only in one ear, but.
Oh, really? I should be broadcasting.
Well, that happened when you were on Mom She's too, hey?
But I'm using my normal streaming setup, not Mom She setup.
Then I don't know.
Well, I did click the little.
I mean, it's fine. I can still hear you, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Sorry.
Oh. All right. So my off-color joke is I've actually said it on my channel before, but it's been a while. But the really cool thing, and it was per the conversation that was happening at that time in your stream, but it's kind of it's a celestial body joke.
Oh, okay.
And it's about,
well, I was thinking about that today too. Like, there are a lot of planets to choose from, and you didn't have to choose that one, but you did. And
which one, Saturn?
No.
I could have put a different planet.
You could have chosen any other. You could have chosen a comet even.
Yeah, I guess.
But no, but you didn't. But that's okay. I approve.
Well, that's the thing is some people, I think most of the people get it because the first time we did it, I said Uranus, and then tonight I said Uranus, and there's a bit of a difference. But okay, so my off-color joke is that you need a telescope to see Neptune, but you only need a mirror to see
Yeah.
Uranus. I'm here all night, folks. I know it's terrible.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
Karen Suki chose Uranus for her Kit Kat last night.
and I chose the moon because I was like, it's a super moon. I bet he chose the moon. And
Oh
then he
yeah,
did. Yeah.
yeah.
Like that
I
makes
was gonna go.
Get out
I
of
was,
here. Not you. Stop trying to destroy my strawberries, you little shit face. Sorry. Just
whoa!
using my children.
You talk to your guardians that way? Jeez.
Whoops. Forgot there were witnesses.
Yeah, they
Okay.
protect you so much too, and you
Yeah, I
badmouth them.
know.
Shame on you.
Well, they're ruining my strawberries. Not they.
They
I'll see.
probably wish you were still cool. From your pictures earlier. But
Um,
well, there's my joke. I don't know who else is coming on, but it's been a long day, and I'm kind of stuck on a new thumbnail. There you go, everyone.
mm,
Behind the scenes info. I just don't have a new thumbnail coming to me this time, so I may be waiting on something. So,
mm,
so maybe tomorrow it'll come to me.
I was
It's just
wondering.
yeah, because usually I just have a glut of them, and last couple times it's been kind of filling it out. So with the energies being all crazy, and I've got people in our community heavily affected by the full moon this time around, and you know, uh, like I said, I felt a lot better today, the last couple days. But boy, it was tough over the weekend. Yeah, it's like Saturday. Was it
Yeah,
Saturday?
yeah,
Or am I a
I
week
agree.
behind? I might be a week behind. No, I think it was Saturday. Especially, I think Saturday sunrise for me. But it just seemed to have gotten better and better. It's Wednesday now. What?
Maybe in
Oh,
your neck of the woods, Linda.
oh yeah, we're still like
It's 10:10 here.
frolicking and talking Tuesday. Maybe the Scooby crew needs a spaceship. You know what's funny? I was just looking. I looked up the name of the ship on Futurama. Do you remember what his name was?
I don't tell me. And I'm rewatching it right now too.
Something something ship.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I feel like I should remember that. And yeah, no clue.
Planet Express ship.
Sorry. I thought that you meant something something ship, and I was like, that feels like that
Oh
would
no,
stick in my
no.
memory because there was the Family Guy Star Wars spoof that was like something something dark side
Oh,
was the
okay.
name of it. So I thought that they were using that joke again. But okay, yes, Planet Express.
Well, Millie, can our ship be the Planet Express ship? Just because it's really groovy looking. And if you don't know what it looks like, oh, wonder if I can do this. I can. Oh,
Oh, are
okay.
you going to share a screen?
I'm gonna try. Uh, share screen. All right, I have two monitors. Okay, share screen and share. And you may need to pull it up.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
There you go. That's what the ship looks like. So, Millie, if that's groovy enough for our Scooby crew, yeah.
I feel like the Scooby crew should probably be in a van that flies, like the one on
Oh, like the
Spaceballs.
Mystery Machine.
Yeah. And Spaceballs had a van that was a spaceship.
So
But
did
you didn't
Mystery
like
Science
Spaceballs,
Theater.
so
Mystery
sorry?
Science Theater 3000 had Pearl, one of the bad guys, after Dr. Force, her, regardless who it was, they had the bad guys would chase the satellite of love around in a Volkswagen van. Yeah, with little rockets on it. That's funny. So, yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll just have to have a vote sometime. Well, if we can narrow it down to four, we can put up polls. We can put up a poll at Truthwave and
Yeah.
see and let it be officially brought in. So I could throw the Planet Express ship in. You could throw in something that's, how about a Scooby van but much larger,
Or it could be like the TARDIS where
and
it's,
have an extra
on
dimensional
the
space.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. That would be fun. That would be really fun, actually. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we don't need a poll. I think you just sold me on that. Now that it's because we're incorporating multiple. You get
Yeah. Yeah.
Scooby and the gang, and then you get Doctor Who, a bit of Doctor Who in there, and space. So that's covers a lot right there on its own.
Hmm.
Oh, so that ship is what Diana Oil Painter said I fly
Oh.
to each night. I missed part of that conversation. They were talking about that a couple days ago over at Terry's. Well, it was last week, and different people were saying, "Oh, well, I do this on this ship, and I control the med beds on the Diana."
Oh,
There's a
right.
there's a ship, apparently Palladians or whomever, that's full of med beds, and somebody in Terry's chat can actually apparently take you there, and or at least tell you how to get
Interesting.
there. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Oh, Linda's a pilot for her Andromedan ship. Wow.
Ooh.
So she probably knows everybody I'm talking about. Do you know that ship, the Diana, Linda? I think White Dragon over at Terry's has a lot to do with that. Oh, Linda delivers supplies like a staff sergeant. Huh. It's all new for me. It's kind of new for
Yeah, me
me
too.
too,
Me
Karen
too,
Suki.
Karen.
I know quite a bit about the secret space program, but not so much about these fleets and things.
Thank you, Angela.
I do remember it. See, I went in there. I went into Spaceballs thinking it was going to be some sci-fi thing. I was all amped up for a good sci-fi show, and and I didn't had no idea it was a
Oh
farce.
no.
I had no idea.
I was really young, so I was probably the perfect age for it. It was just right up my alley. And then I even bought the novelization, which I read in one afternoon. And I'm not a fast reader, so that's impressive. And it was terrible because they would have to explain the jokes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Doesn't always work. Hi, baby. Oh, you forgive? Good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think I was active duty whenever I did it, and I think we stayed out. It was a Saturday afternoon, and we had stayed out. I think until the sun came up, and then of course sleep a little bit and then get up, that sort of thing. Because when you're young like that, you can do those things to your body. And I think I was just a little bit under the weather when we went into Spaceballs, and I was expecting some kind of Star Wars esque adventure, and no.
Not so much.
I think I actually used the hate word about Rick Moranis. I think I really
Oh
got under my
no.
skin for a few years after that. I learned to appreciate him though in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I think
Yeah.
came later. Yeah. So
Are you familiar with Bob and Doug McKenzie? Is anybody familiar with Bob and Doug McKenzie? Hi,
Bob and
Josh.
Doug McKenzie, A. I've heard of
Yeah,
them.
kind of.
They're like a comedy duo, right?
Yeah, they were on SCTV, so they're
Hey, Josh.
Canadian. And then they also went on to do a movie called Strange Brew.
Oh yes, I've heard about
Yeah,
that. I don't think I ever watched it though.
it was it was one of those like terrible but good kind of movies.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
enjoyable but in a sort of way.
Like kind of a bit of a cringe to it. Hey,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
yeah, but wasn't Rick Moranis in that too?
yeah. Because Strange Brew is Bob and Doug McKenzie, and Rick Moranis is Bob.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's probably why I avoided it because he was in it, and it just I was still had some angst going. Yeah, I would say I like certain kind of movies. Like, have you ever seen Euro Trip?
Not that I
Everybody
remember.
knows
I
that
feel like I
Fiona
might have,
and
but
me get together.
I don't remember it at all.
Scotty doesn't know. That's why I sing that song. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty Boy knows that song, but that's one of the songs in it. Yeah, you should. You need to watch. You need
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
a
okay.
remedial Euro trip because that that's level of toilet humor is it's just I find it wonderful
Wonderful
because
toilet.
it's not too it's more well I guess it's not it's not raunchy humor it's toilet humor
Yeah.
it's wow. Oh, well, if you want to talk about Canadians, I think the most well-known Canadians outside of that movie, yeah, I would say is Kids in the Hall, because those guys have permeated American TV
Yeah,
and movies, and
I had no idea. That's really cool.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they're awesome.
yeah, they have a pretty big following. At least they did. You know how these things fade, but then
Well, and
the
they tried to make a comeback on Amazon Prime. They had a season.
how was it?
Yeah. It was decent. I mean, not like their old stuff, but they had like full frontal male nudity for a long time. Like it wasn't just a quick shot. And I was like, wow, they've probably been waiting their whole lives to do that. It's like now it's allowed, guys. Let's just do it.
Well, I don't know. It's funny because I don't know what
Can we
the
take
big.
down your thing here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
When
I'm
I
sorry.
stretch it.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to say there was some very specific. Well, now that we talk about Kids in the Hall, let's talk about British humor for a minute. There was something called Little Britain, which is really good, and it's all character. I love these comedy troupes that do the have reoccurring characters. If they
Yes.
find the
Yeah.
ones that really stick, and oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Which one is it? Oh, well, some of those episodes are just noteworthy. And then, of course, I've brought it up before Father Ted out of Ireland.
Hmm.
And if you haven't watched that one, everyone, you got to
Yeah.
watch Father Ted. It's it's really easy to follow, and the characters are well developed. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I
British
went.
humor.
Yeah, British humor.
Yeah. And then Ab Fab, Young
Yeah.
Ones, Bottom.
Well, I am old enough to remember watching the young ones on TV when I lived in Britain.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like a big deal. And when I got back to the United States, I was like, where are the young ones? And none of my friends knew what I was talking about. I was like, oh my God. And then it came out on MTV and kind of brought everyone up to
Oh,
speed. Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, I watched it in, was it university that I discovered it? Yeah, I think it was my second year of university. So like 95, 6,
Yeah, I
but loved
think
it. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where I became a big fan of Rick Mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
love him. Did
I'm,
you see Drop Dead Fred?
I'm just about to say that. I
I
actually, I actually own Drop Dead Fred.
have it on VHS
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
somewhere.
God,
Don't ask me to find it.
I remember the first time seeing that, laughing so
Yeah.
hard. Oh my God. And I actually watched it about three months ago. I tried to make Boyo sit through it. He liked parts of it, but he was inattentively watching, and I'd forgotten about. I laughed again because it'd been so long. So God, that guy is so funny. But he's funny. There's did you say Bottom a while ago? There's a show
Yeah.
out called Bottom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've watched a little bit of Bottom with him, but then of course, then you have the actor I can't remember his name that played.
Adrian Edmondson.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't as good as the young ones, but it had its moments. There was a couple episodes that made me laugh pretty hard.
and you can write this one down too. I shared it with somebody the other day. Did I share it with you? Truth Seekers.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I shared. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. You were in that
Yeah.
same. You were in the
Yeah.
same meeting. Yeah. For those of you out there, that's a good one. That has Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in it, and it's amazing. And the British Karen. So it's not super funny. It's actually what for our crowd around here. I think you would find it fun because it has to do with weird weird stuff because you know those radio signals, some of them are called woodpeckers, and they're called, and it's like espionage signals that all these different countries around the planet are sending out these repeatable things, and some of them will use little bits of song and things like that.
Mm.
and then these things manifest in an interesting way. I don't want to, it's a
Where
great.
would I find it? Because I tried on Netflix and it didn't come up.
I think it may have been a Hulu thing.
We don't have Hulu here.
Do you have a VPN?
I should. Not anymore, but yeah, I should.
It says Amazon Prime Video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
because
haven't looked at that for a while.
it's like a mini series, so it's about 6 episodes or something. But the thing is, the great thing about it is you'll get the good creeps. Like, oh my god, and you'll get it's just creepy enough that it'll get you on the edge of your seat type of thing. It's a good experience. Yeah, it even ends well, and it's got that nerdy element to it. It just because anything with Nick Frost and Simon Pegg when they're together, at least everything I've seen with them has been a bit nerdy.
I know the names, but they're not connecting to faces for me right now.
Oh,
Yes, we are,
watch-
Sharon.
do you watch Star Trek?
Sort of.
Movies? Did you watch the new Star Trek?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so.
Oh shoot! Did you ever
I'm
see
sorry.
the movie Paul?
No.
Oh my gosh!
It's on my list. I have it in my to watch on Netflix. So, although I think they might have taken it down now.
Oh,
But it's on the list. I just never get around to watching movies. Whenever I watch stuff, I want
I
to
get that.
watch stuff that I've seen so that I don't have to pay attention to it.
I get that.
You know?
I get that. Yeah. So Paul is another movie that I own and I keep on my phone. I love it. Absolutely love it because you'll appreciate it because it's nerdy and these are two British fellows traveling around the southwestern United States going to all the UFO hotspots. But it starts at Comic-Con, so it's
That's fun.
really fun. Yeah, yeah. See,
Yeah, it sounds good. What I've heard, I've always heard good things, so it's definitely in the queue.
And it's got that wonderful UFO-y music, like the background music goes ooh, like from the 50s, and it's kind of that mysterious. Love it, absolutely love it.
Oh, here's a story that's little sidetrack, but okay. So, because you made me think of it, because when you're talking about good creeps, even though I don't know if I would qualify all of that as good creeps necessarily. So, when I was in high school, one of my friends, she would have weird ass experiences her whole life. So, when she was a kid, she grew up in a house that was haunted. And it was just accepted fact in the family that it was haunted because the upstairs, they wouldn't use the upstairs. Nobody, not even her dad, would go up there by himself because they would always hear cupboards banging and footsteps and whatever. And this is a sidetrack to my sidetrack. So
Okay.
and when she was telling me her stories, that's when I realized that one type of confirmation for me is my eyes water. Because when she was talking about stuff that creeped me out, but that I knew was true, my eyes would water. So that's interesting. Anyway, so when they moved in, she had overheard her mom talking to her neighbor about how the old man who lived there before, and he had died in the house. And he would always sit on the porch in his rocking chair with the screen door open just a little bit. And my friend had a dream where she walked through the kitchen and to the porch, and there was an old man sitting out there, and the screen door was open a little bit, and she opened it and looked at him, and he stopped rocking on his chair and just stared at her. And that was her dream. So then she's overhearing her mom and the neighbor talk about this man, and she's like, oh my God. And then her mom goes on to tell the neighbor about a dream her sister had that was the same.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's good
yeah.
creeps right there.
Yeah. And what else did she say? So is that? And her sister and her shared a room. And one night they both woke up. They didn't realize that the other one was awake, but they both woke up at the same time, couldn't move. And there was a goat standing in their room.
No kidding.
And so I was like, hey, well, you realize that aliens often take on the form of animals, right? And goats are common. And she's like, her mouth drops open. She's like, no, I didn't know that. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard that multiple times. She's like, well, that would make sense. And then she also had a lot of weird UFO experiences too. Even with, it was a car full of people. So it was her mom, and two of our other friends. I wasn't there because like I don't get to do anything fun or witness anything fun, apparently. Anyway, and they're driving along and they like saw this light in the sky, and then it dipped like into, because the road had a dip in it, so it dipped there, and then they stopped the car, and they all were like, shit, what do we do? And they're just sitting there, and they can see it just pulsing. The light is just pulsing from where they can't see what's happening. And then they got out. Oh, hang on, her mom wasn't there this time. They got out of the car, and they were going to switch who was driving because Christy was freaking out and couldn't drive. But then as
So
they're
they're gonna fire
standing
drill.
there and sorry?
That's called the fire drill.
Yeah. And so they're standing there and deciding like who should drive or whatever. And then suddenly they all were like, oh, we got to get the hell out of here. And they hopped in the car, and I think, they didn't go to see because they just all freaked out and ran away. So,
Uh,
yeah.
okay. All right. My former father-in-law swore to me when we were visiting one night, and he was from South Africa, and he passed just last year. Actually, lived to be really old, but he told me a story about he and a couple of his buddies were watching rugby, and this is at their house in South Africa, and they all swore to it, but out of nowhere, a cat fell out of the center of the ceiling and landed right there in the middle of them, all freaked out, and the cat ran. And they didn't have doors on well, they had doors, but they would typically keep them open, and ran out. They never saw it again, but swore up and down that cat fell right into the center. They had never seen the cat before or anything, and it fell out of the ceiling.
So like a real cat,
A
or like an
real-
image of a cat?
a
Was there a
real
hole in the
live-
ceiling, or it just like fell
No.
from above? Yeah.
No, it just came through. And
Crazy.
something in that line, my stepsister, who at the time lived, she's in high school. I think she was a 11th grader, and she told me this story. And she woke up and saw two beings at the foot of her bed, and as she kind of started and set up, they jumped through the wall, and boom, gone.
I'm surprised she could move. That's crazy. Okay, reminded me of another story. So this friend of mine, he's always had what do you call it? Sleep paralysis.
Oh,
And
this is gonna be good. Okay.
And he's very skeptical, very Mr. Science based, everything. So he's like, when he looked into it, he's like, well, there's these chemicals going on and whatever. So this is what happens. So that's all there is to it. And yes, it freaks him out when it happens, but he was like, there's an explanation, so it's okay. Then one day, and he would always tell his neighbor about his experiences. They would like usually have tea in the morning, and he would tell her all about it. And then one day he had an experience where he woke up and there was two people in the room, and one of the, like a male and a female,
Like
and the
humans?
female, they appeared human-ish. They didn't feel human. She felt like a queen, like she was in charge. He knew she was the one in charge, and she was really tall and had that very imposing energy. And
Okay.
and of course he couldn't move and whatever. And so that's what happened. And then he goes to his neighbors the next day, and they're just having their tea, and he hadn't told her anything about it yet. And she's like, oh, by the way, guess what happened to me last night? And she had the exact same experience. And she even described the woman the same, that she had a really imposing and very, queen-like energy, and was using the same terminology even that he thought of to describe it. So like, what the F? That's so
That's amazing.
fascinating to me.
Yes, because is that due to their connection? Is that due to their connection and, or did they actually have the experience? There's so many questions that you can
Yeah,
ask.
yeah,
That's what makes that's amazing.
yeah.
Wow.
She had never had sleep paralysis before.
Hmm. I don't think we used to do this thing because back when I was a kid, we would stay out until dark. And then sometimes, depending on if our parents were home or not, we would stay out later and just be running around our neighborhood. And we used to do this thing where we'd be walking around. We had a big loop around our neighborhood, hardly zero traffic after 10. It was pretty locked down. It was pretty far back in the series of neighborhoods. And so we would always walk around and not even see a car all night. It'd be surprising to see one. So we walk around this loop. All the houses were in the center of this one street that went all the way around. And there was a bunch of houses. And we would do this thing. We were walking out there, two or three of us give each other a look, and then it's like, oh my God, and start running. This is in the dark. And so we'd do that. Oh my God. We'd start running. But I have this story. When I was a little bit younger, I guess I was about 12, maybe 12 or 13. And we used to take my mother's quilts. We would literally take our quilts because we had so many of them. We grew up with them. We'd take them out in the front yard and make a tent. Me and a couple buddies would do that occasionally. And it was during the summertime and it was nice outside, but there was a slight wind. And both of them were very religious. And I guess I was at the time on some level. I was kind of still exploring it. And we kept lighting a candle and we were reading the Bible. Well, one of them was Danny was his name, was reading the Bible, and the candle, we would get a sentence or two into it, and then the candle would blow out. And we tried it 3 or 4 times, and then finally we were like, I guess we're not, it's just too windy, and we decided to walk around the loop, as we called it. And as we were walking around the loop, we got down to the bottom of it, and at the same time, all of us had this energy come over us, and we all looked the same direction. Did she freeze up? She's frozen. I'm frozen. Hey. Let me go see if I need to do something. Wait. Am I on TV? Holy cow. I'm going to have to do some kind of song and dance to keep everyone entertained until she gets back. Oh, wait, this is her stream. I guess I can share anything I want. I think. No, I don't have access. Darn. Yeah. Still on. Okay, let me finish my story then. She had an internet hit or something. So we come around this corner of this loop, and there's woods all the way around the side that we're coming around. And let me mute myself. And we all come around, there's 3 of us, and we come down to this certain spot. There's some trash dumpsters to our right. Or maybe not. Well, I think there were. And then some really dense woods right up next to the road. And we all at the same time had this feeling of dread come over us. And both of them started saying, I rebuke you, devil, I rebuke you, devil. We were all looking to the same spot. And I think that's probably my very first experience experiencing energy. I didn't know what it was, but we just assumed it was the devil. Of course it is. And to our knowledge at that time, that was a typical reaction. And then it went away. And what's really interesting about it, I spoke to one of those fellows probably 10 years ago. We went and had lunch or something. And the thing is that he didn't remember it. He didn't remember it at all. And it was like stuck in my brain. And the other fellow, I don't remember his last name. So I guess I could probably find out if it was important enough. I would find out if I could get his name, probably. So that's probably one of the scariest things. And now, of course, as your knowledge broadens, things are not as, you almost expect things, weird things. At least I do now. Anything that happens, I am not surprised by it. So if something came in here and appeared right here, I hope I would be cool about it. Might startle me, but I don't think I would attack it or anything like that. So and think about that? You ever really stop and think about that? That if some being appeared, hopefully when they appear, they're knocking at your front door or something, like the Men in Black arrive like that instead of just boom, hey, wake up. That's the worst thing. In the middle of the night, you're wearing next to nothing, and then something appears in your bedroom. And then, oh, speaking of sleep, all right, I'm going to tell you about a UFO investigation that I was privy to. Well, I don't remember. It's been a while. I used to be a trainee for MUFON, and this was quite some time ago. Hey, Trista, welcome to the show.
I just looked at my laptop the wrong way, so it decided to disconnect.
Yeah. We were just about to tell another story.
Okay, good.
And this was either, I think it may have been on Coast to Coast, Coast to Coast AM, Art Bell. I don't know if it was an Art Bell story or if I heard it or if I was on I think it may have been the guy, the state director of MUFON training me. And this was in Arkansas. And I don't remember if it was us or was it his case. I don't think it was not my case that I worked on. But someone, it may have been my state director at the time, had this lady reach out to him, or it was through a friend of a friend, because this lady was having experiences at night and she didn't know she was dog tired and this and that. And she didn't happen every night, but she'd always knew she would wake up feeling really odd. So this UFO investigator decided to put a voice activated recorder, cassette recorder. They used to be really popular. And yeah, Art Bell is a while ago, Karen. So this investigator suggested to the lady, hey, put this by your bed, turn it on every night, and then just check it the next day if it has anything on it. And MUFON is the Mutual UFO Network. It's like it's an official UFO investigative company or group, and it's nothing official as the government goes, but it's just a big organization of people that, and usually they try to get sciencey types to do the investigations. So a couple days, I think a week and a half passed, and the lady said, hey, something happened to me. So I'm sure, this event something happened to me last night. So the investigator got the tape and played it. And the only thing the investigator heard was, bzz. All right, just bzz. So being a good investigator, he took the tape to somebody and had it slowed down.
Oh, jeez.
And it said, stay asleep.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see.
They could at least add, and you'll wake up fully rested in the morning, and you don't want to smoke cigarettes anymore. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And you'll write a bestseller. Yeah. Creepy.
Yeah, that gave me a little creepy shivers.
But that was interesting work. That was interesting work right there.
I bet.
And I left it in such a weird way that I think I was steered away from it, honestly, in retrospect. Because I was not, fortunately, I got into the MUFON side of it because I was part of a cryptid group or somebody, but it was supposed to be a society for all kinds of interesting paranormal things. And I think the director of that got irritated because I wasn't into the Bigfoot stuff. I didn't want to go stomp around the woods. I was looking more for to research the UFO phenomenon. And so I kind of broke away from the group because they were a little fringe for me. Now I would call it fringe, but they were fringe for the time. So, and it almost felt like I got steered away from it for a good decade. I've still kept up with it a little bit, but it's almost like I just got my head pulled one direction.
Yeah.
And I think stuff, you have, even in your life, everybody here has where they could have turned left, or, these key choice points in their lives that can, they can literally change your entire path.
That's why the multiverse exists.
Oh no. Tell us about the multiverse, Trista.
every time we reach those choice points, breaks off. And then we have both of us existing somewhere. So is my limited understanding.
So every time, not necessarily at those choice points, but it even fractures every time, because I've heard this, that it's almost every second can fracture and fracture and fracture.
Well, exactly, because everything is a choice point. Technically, we're always choosing stuff.
So
So-
we think.
Sorry?
So we think.
Well,
Yeah.
if the multiverse exists, then, then we would be making those choices and it would be fracturing and fracturing and fracturing. And if it doesn't, then there's really just one, because then the choice we're making isn't really a choice. So it'd be a whole
Whereas,
different
yeah.
structure of universe.
That would be changing our paradigms really quick.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, or we're each an iteration of the program.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that really resonates with me, being an iteration of the same program. And then when we come together, like right now, our iterations are updating each other. And we're updating them to a certain level as well to chat. And we're updating and updating. Whereas the master iteration, the main program, oh, geez. I guess we'd receive updates. We are everything fractured. It would have to be infinite fractures infinitely, because in one multiverse I just completed that sentence right there, that paragraph, and then another one I didn't. Fracture. Yeah. And then another
Yeah.
one you didn't laugh right then, but you
Yeah.
did this time, so that fractured.
And then is it a fracture, or because that word is kind of, it has a certain energy to it where it's more like a break, right? So maybe we
Good night,
should
Linda.
think of it more as a road, a new road each time, rather than fracturing. You know what I mean?
Whatever happens, well, if it fractures, then it
Like
would
new
have to
paths.
it would have to be it would have to be the most efficient manner of fracture. Because if we are,
I'm just suggesting we think of a different terminology that isn't like associated with breaking.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, a shift.
Yeah, or paths, different paths. Kind of
Yeah.
break off.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I'm just being picky and annoying.
Well, in a sense too, by talking about this and talking about the possibility of a simulation.
Good night, Linda.
Yeah, sleep well, Peaches. Oh, a portal.
Yeah, split, a parallel. Yeah.
Yeah, well, think about it too. Have you ever thought about that? And we may have discussed this in the past. I just don't remember if we have. But what if we're intentionally ruining our experience by hacking the system? Or did we incarnate here to have some wonderful times and then see it all fade away, but we signed up to have this fade away experience, you see?
Yeah, I would probably go more for that, I think. I'm a firm believer in everything happens exactly as it should.
So if that's the case, we're not really ruining our experience. We're discovering the origin of it. Yeah, that's awesome.
And one thing that Conversations with God talks about is he uses like the word remembering. And he says like we're putting it together, remembering, like as in forming our future by putting it together, almost literally. And that's why I thought of the word premembering.
Say that
Sorry?
one more time. Say that one
Oh
more time,
God,
please.
can I? That we are putting it together, putting like our path together. And that's why he uses the word like for the past would be remembering, but for maybe he did use the word premembering and I didn't make it up.
Premember. I've heard that before.
I thought I had made it up, but maybe it was in the book. But it's like putting it together. if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Let me tell you one more thing that kind of tripped me out on one of my MUFON adventures. Is we got to this house. It was an elderly couple, probably in their 80s, and both of them still very coherent, just doing very well. And we, excuse me, got to their house at the prearranged time, interviewed them inside in their living room for a few minutes, got some stuff, and then we went out in the backyard, and it was quite remarkable because they had a ring in their backyard, and of which we staked out and did our pictures and took soil samples, and we did get a hit on the soil. So there was something
Oh,
in the soil.
interesting.
Just to throw that in, I didn't want to forget that aspect. But then they opened up their bedroom window, and me and the state director walked up to the window. We were talking to them through the window, and they're standing, and he's telling us the story, and he said, I was standing right here where I'm standing now, and he's inside of his house speaking through a screen, through this window screen. And she was still in bed, and he goes, and they were standing right where you guys are standing right now.
Oh,
And I looked down, and it just that realization thing, putting it all together and thinking, I'm standing right where something
yeah.
well, I think it was 3 or 4 days. It took a while for us to get there because the information didn't flow as quickly back then. And it was kind of I had my, holy cow, this is real.
Yeah.
I had my experience right there. I was like, holy cow, this is real.
Yeah.
And for all of you that thought I was going to say I looked down and saw footprints or something, I'm sorry. I didn't in that way. I didn't in that way. But it was eye opening though, because you have these things put. It's like my friend that when we first met, you can do the energy exchange. Hey, put your hands out. This is what I do. Hey, nice to meet you, and you put your hands out and warm each other's palms. Well, my friend didn't get a hit. I got nothing. And about 6 months, well, 4 months later, we meet up again. And I said, hey, hold out your hands. And I held out my hands, and I put my hands over hers, and her face kind of tilted a little bit. And she's like, holy F, this is effing real. So she felt energy for the very first time. And because it's just me in our interactions, I'm sitting here talking about the energy and this and that. And nope.
Yeah. Well, you can easily put up a block. It's like, I'm not going to feel this, so I'm not going to.
I think some of that is, I think that's probably with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You have to be open to it and open to certain things. And if you're not, you're not. It's a matter of interest to me, you see. So I'm very interested in it and have been. Who's that? Tulsi? Test? She stepped on your mute button. About the face. Give it a good sniff. Come on, Trista. Be like a cat. Because my cats, because they get an opportunity like that, man, they're having a butt sniffing festival.
Well, Cushy's the worst. The others are sort of, they're not excessive, but Cushy will like just follow them around, sniffing their asses for extended periods of time. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I found it.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Valley Village.
So that's not Tulsi.
This is Tulsi. Yeah.
That is Tulsi.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tulsi has the tip.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't play cat right now because Nub is on her poof back there sleeping, all balled up like a little cutlet, and Slink is next to me on Nub's former pillow. So, and she's fast asleep.
Pillow.
And Nub won't have anything.
Is Nub okay with it being her former pillow, though?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't mind this as much, Angela. I just, didn't want her eating my strawberries or whatever she was doing when I yelled at her earlier. I don't always yell at them and swear at them. I'm a good mom most of the time.
So when you talk down to your guardians. One other thing that we would do, we love to do this during the summertime when we're kids, is we had this road, and I think it was about 50-mile-an-hour road that comes off the highway, or the motorway or the freeway, whatever you guys call it in Canada. It's where you get in your
All of
cars and go
those.
really, really fast. What?
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess Canada, sorry, toll road. You get on the toll road. I'm joking. So we have them all over the place.
We
The toll
have
road
barely
is,
any that I
well,
know of.
the toll road that's supposed to have been paid off, 20 years ago, but for some reason the fees keep getting higher. But where was I? I was oh yeah. So we had this. So it was off of one of our expressways or highways, freeways, and so you're still going pretty fast. It was 50 mile an hour through there. And we had this legend in the town that I lived in about Bulldog Man, and it was this man who accidentally chopped off his head. So the only thing around was a bulldog. So he ripped the head off the bulldog and stuck it on,
No.
and it fused. And it's just it's a county. It's like a legend, a little story that gets passed from kids to kids to kids. I don't think any adults share it. I think it's just kids talking about Bulldog Man. And we're out in that area, and of course it's wooded on both sides. And what we'd do is get one of our moms. We'd go find a purse, and that was kind of medium weight purse that had the little rings on it of the style at that time. And we'd get a fishing pole and some fishing line, and we'd put that purse out on that highway. And this is at night. This is before halogen lights and everything, so you'd usually be pretty much up on it, or you'd see it. And invariably, they'd always drive by it, and they would register, oh my God, that was a purse. I need to stop and check it out. And what they would do is they'd stop or they'd back up, and they wouldn't see the purse, because we did get in with with the fishing line. That was so fun. Oh my God.
How does this relate to the dog man?
That was just the area we were in.
No, okay.
Yeah, that was Dog Man's area. But
Well,
no,
you're
it was
lucky
Bulldog,
he didn't.
Bulldog Man. Bulldog
Oh,
Man.
pardon me.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You're lucky he didn't get territorial about it. Be like, no, that's my purse. Hey, baby.
yeah, we had some weird stuff. And shoot, we used to even go caving over there, and I can't stand. I'm a little just a hair claustrophobic. But we were pretty young when we were doing that because we found some caves. And I'll never forget the first time we're crawling through those caves. I think it was third, and I decided I'm never going in third ever again because there's two people in front of me. And I remember somebody getting stuck or somebody stopped, and I had to stop, and I couldn't back up because there were people behind me. I got that instantaneous kind of like, ugh, I can't go anywhere. Granted, I was probably 9 or something, but
I got that at work the other day. So I was behind the counter, and there was someone standing where, like, there's 2 escape routes. Someone's there. We had magazines stacked on the other one. And then someone was standing like either right beside me or right behind me. I don't know. I just felt really boxed in. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, you got to let me out of here. And then, of course, Manuel starts laughing instead of taking me seriously. I'm like, no, like, I'm going to snap. You got to let me out. You got to let me out. And he's like, okay. And then he's like, well, you're laughing. Like, I don't believe you because you're laughing. And then Lori's like, no. When the laughter hits, that's the button. You don't want to reach there. No. So he's learning.
okay. So that wasn't good laughter then.
No, it was kind of the more maniacal kind. Maybe a little bit like I'm trying to hold on, but it's not happening.
I was out in my old space that I used to have. I used to have a space that I would go and do my meditations in, and well, probably up to about a year ago. And I loved that space. It was just groovy and everything was right, and I had my table and all my incense and everything was perfect with it. And I had a friend over, and we probably medicated just a little bit, and we were laughing so hard, as one does. But we figured out what getting someone means. Because, like, I'm going to get you. And it's like when you get a kid, and grab their belly or something. And it was so funny because we figured out, and we had a bad case of the don't touch me's. No, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Because then you just, you get the laughing going even more. So,
yeah.
one other thing, I'm going to share one. I'm going to share another experience with you. And this was a gal I dated. All right, I'm not going to say any names or anything. But one night, she was in high school, probably a senior in high school. I think that's the last year, the final year for American students, most of them. And um, she and her brother just happened to be standing by their window one night, and they saw a disc fly over their house, kind of slow. And they're like sitting there in the window, looking at it, watching it fly over. And the next thing they know, this is like us talking right now, and the next thing we know, it's daylight. And the next thing they know, they're bumping into each other in the hallway. And
Oh,
then when they noticed
crazy.
the time, they had 2 hours missing. Yeah, that's amazing, the stuff that goes on.
Jeez.
And also, I had my very first psychic experience, just my first experience with the same lady, well,
Yeah,
girl,
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess at the time. But it's amazing how things kind of get. At least in my life, it's just been a trickle here and a trickle here, and then the fire hose
Yeah.
over the last couple of years. Yeah, I'm not touching you. Yeah, Anna knows what we're talking about. Yeah, that is so awesome. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I would play psychic games when I was little even, so I have no idea what like my first experience would be.
You played
But
psychic games when you were little.
yeah, my sister was into all sorts of cool stuff, and I don't know if it was her book or if she got it for me or if I bought it, but it was a book that like talked about, practicing holding items and seeing how they feel to you and whatever. So like I mean, I'm probably 10, so you can't like go anywhere interesting to do this. So I'm in like the basement with all the stuff that, I've grown up with and know really well. But I'd like wander around with my eyes closed and like pick something up and, pretend that I didn't know what it was. But of course, like things have shapes and weights and,
Mm-hmm.
you figure it out because you live there.
Yeah, but
But I
that's
would
still
hold it.
exercise.
Yeah, but I would hold it and see what I could kind of feel from it. And that was one of the things they suggested. I made my own Zener cards when I was little too, so that
I
was
don't know what
that
those
was
are.
fun. Those are these guys
Oh, what do they do?
that you practice with.
Oh, Xener cards like on
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Okay. Hey, you recognize one of those symbols on there?
Yes, yes. Well, actually, I recognize all of them. I have seen them before.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
You're right. God, where was I about to go? I was about to
Oh,
tell you
sorry.
something. Yeah.
Ooh, hang on, Anna. So, yeah, hang on. Let me actually read your comment. I think it was we lifted each other up, told us laying down, light as a feather, stiff as a board. So Lise, who I work with, was saying that she used to play that when she was a kid, the light as a feather, stiff as a board. I never did, but she was like, it was incredible because they would lift each other up probably a foot
Mm-hmm.
off the floor at least or 3 feet, like significant, where no, it's not like you're hallucinating or it's not happening. Like it was happening.
You know what? You know what's
Yeah.
really interesting about playing that game or doing that stuff when you're a child? Do you know anything about the secret space program?
Not much, no.
Because that sounds like MILLAB training. I don't know a whole lot about it, but they would typically get kids to teach kids that sort of thing.
Oh, interesting.
So maybe it was bleeding over. Is your sister? How's your sister? How is she? I mean, is she still into this stuff, or which path
Yeah,
did she?
yeah, pretty
Okay,
much. Yeah. I
and
mean,
you know
she had a
what?
bunch of kids, so she's a little distracted, but
Yeah.
yeah, we can still talk about it.
Did my pen just run out? Jeez. Um, it's a thought just occurred to me though too. Here we are just hanging out, and Millie's asleep, and things. Oh, Millie's awake.
No,
Okay.
he's not asleep.
Okay. I
I
was
say
thinking, God, what?
pointing at her comment, like you can see what I'm pointing at. Oh, she's right there.
But
Sorry.
but if the
Continue.
big truth ever happens, if the things that conspiracy theorists talk about, if any of those things ever happen, and the truth, or if we develop the ability to see the truth, okay? Because think about how much easier life would be if we all knew the
Hmm.
truth. And I don't mean just all the secret programs out there. I mean each other's truth.
Yeah, yeah.
And then here comes a spiritual lawyer running. Oh, you can't do that. You're violating. No, step aside. We'll be evolved enough. We'll be evolved enough that knowing the truth does not harm you and it does not harm me
Yeah.
because we all have the truth. You see?
And when there's truth, there's trust.
Yeah, because
So
I have
if
no
we,
reason because I'm
yeah,
high enough evolved to go dig through your skeleton closet
yeah,
or Millie's or Christine's or Angela's or Anna's or Karen's.
yeah,
You see? And that's I think when that comes out, when we're on that level of truth with one another, then governments won't be able to hide anything. There won't be any reason to hide anything. And
yeah,
that's a big, humongous step to peace, real
yeah,
peace, not
yeah,
just lip service peace.
yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
But what's interesting that just occurred to me, I didn't even say it. What if all of us here are involved in it, in the SSP?
Mm,
And we come together and have our little chat sessions and have a good time, good visit. But in reality, what we're doing is supporting each other unknowingly. Yeah,
yeah,
the telepathy is getting stronger out there. Actually, you could pull a card, hold it up to us, and let us all guess out of your tensor deck. Have fun.
okay.
Okay. Hey,
I was
Josh.
kind of thinking of doing this anyway, so this is perfect. Oops, sorry. I'm like,
So
why
you
did
just
the
hold.
book come with it?
Do
But
we
it's
need
all
to?
over.
Do we need
Sorry?
to know? Do we need to know what the program of available symbols are first, or is it just basic symbols?
It's these symbols.
Is it just 5
So,
cards?
yeah,
Oh,
5
okay.
different op.
I was
5,
thinking it was
well,
40
it's a
of
whole
them.
bunch of cards, but it's just those symbols.
Oh, okay. So we
Yeah.
can't really mathematically know which symbol's going to come up again, unless we do some kind of frequency chart and know how many cards there are. Sorry, I'm thinking
And
like Mr. Bits.
I might, shuffle them behind the scenes where you won't even know.
Okay.
So,
Have fun. So it's just those 5 symbols.
yes.
Can we see them one more time?
I wonder, can I
You want to put them up permanently?
that's what I'm thinking.
Here, let me just pull up a picture of them
That's, yeah, good plan.
and then share it. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Can I get that whole?
Yes, typical psychic cards.
All right. Share that tab. All right, you can add that to the screen when you're ready.
Oh,
Fun. So do we need to keep track of this or we just say it out loud?
I don't care. If you want to keep track, you can.
All right,
Okay,
whenever you're
everyone ready?
Everybody
Okay.
ready?
Okay. And I'll put it out there too.
Okay, just tell us when you're ready for us to guess.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Or not guess, but say it. I'm
Yeah.
going to say circle.
Okay. Anyone else want to weigh in? Although the comments don't come through very quickly.
Yeah, they're going to be about 15 seconds behind
Yeah.
us. We might be able to shorten that delay too with your setup.
Even with my shitty Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think it's a YouTube setting. Wow, look at everybody coming in with waves. Cool. Oh, there's a cross. There's 2.
Oh, yeah, they popped up for me after you said it. How many are in here? 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another cross with Josh. Christine saying the waves.
Waves, yeah. Okay, when should I reveal? We
Sure.
good?
I think so. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay. All right. Next.
All right, I got it.
People may guess whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm going to go with square. Got 2 circles so far. Another square. Star.
Much more mixed this time.
Star. Yeah. Oh, I guess you can see this too. I don't need to. Maybe because
That's
I don't have
okay. You see it before I do, though, apparently.
Do I? Well, I'm watching off of the YouTube channel. I'm not watching off of
Oh, okay.
Restream or StreamYard chat.
Okay.
Yep, Anna's not getting it.
Okay, I'll try to.
Cross.
I'll try better to send it and see if that helps.
Oh wow, Karen's getting 2 squares, 2 circles, 2 stars. And a cross.
Oh, those are the guesses so far. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Ready?
Karen got a big. Okay.
Da-da-da.
Wow.
And what's interesting is on the first one, we had all waves or crosses for the most part. I think there was like 1 star, but it was almost all either right or this one. So that's interesting.
Well, see, the cross almost makes a square in a sense too, if you
Yeah.
look at it with enough.
Yeah, I
hue
get them
or-
mixed up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
contrast.
definitely get them mixed up.
Okay, see, Millie got
Oh,
cross.
Millie's feeling cross. What are you upset about, Millie? Ha, get it? Okay,
This is the third
this
one
is
now?
the next one. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, awesome, Anna.
Okay, I'm going to go with star. We have some star, circle, circle, star, square, star. Yeah, circle came up to me as well, but then I circled back. Sorry. Josh is going with star.
Okay, are we good? We good?
Star, finally.
Okay.
All right.
Josh.
I'm going to go with star again.
Is anybody else guessing?
Circle. Wait, there's a cross.
Everyone's distracted by the 111s.
Yeah, but God, why does that red circle look so familiar? Was that from some kind of scary film? What was that from? Angela. Okay, we have a square. Millie's being Millie.
Oh, it's 11:11 here.
Josh are square. Okay, it's midnight 11 here. 20:0011. Millie zoned out.
I thought you guessed, Millie. No? Well, it's still, I haven't revealed, so, go for it.
It's a portal from, it's from a video game. Okay. Anna's not able to think yet. Another square with
Good, good, good.
Christine.
No.
And Karen, you guessed. Anna Metz is saying square now. Millie's going square. And what did Anna say? Wait, who said that? I can't
Millie
remember.
says square.
That's Karen Suki. She said cross. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
You're quick too. Oh, jeez, I'm dropping shit everywhere.
Well, I'm not doing it the psychic way. I'm doing it my energy way, and what I'm doing is just holding my hand over each one of the cards on the screen, and
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
whichever one gives me the hit. Next card already.
Oh, Squid Games. Oh God. Oh,
What is it?
Angela.
Squid Games. That's
I
it.
I
Okay.
I thought for sure I was the only person in this group that watches that horrible show. Although I've had to take a break. It's a little intense.
I don't think I've ever watched it. I think only seen that like the trailer or something.
Yeah.
I know what it's. I think I know what it's about.
It's pretty disturbing. But so good. But so
Okay, so
good.
this is the next card.
Yeah, next card. That's me too, Angela. I'm really good in the beginning and then I get really terrible. As soon as I start to trust myself, then I just lose it.
Square. Yeah, the square and the waves are right next to each other, and they're really hot. So it's one or the other one.
Does everybody have their answers
But it
in?
feels hotter on square. Okay,
Millie got it right away.
sweet. This is so fun. Oh, next one.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Don't be. This is fun. They don't have. That's always just one symbol, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I confused you because I looked at the next card. I shouldn't have done that.
Because I'm getting like a hit off of all of them. I mean, every one of them is warm. Initially, though, I got the cross, but then I went and did another pass, and then everything was hot.
Mm.
I'll just go with cross.
Now we have a cross, circle, cross. Cross or plus for Millie.
Waves. Hmm.
Okay.
Right, next card. I want to go with cross. So we have square. Karen Suki said is the next one cross. Square, circle, square.
Okay, we're ready?
And a circle. So square. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of in that too. I get a few. Well, I'm not going to speak it. Never mind. I'm just going to keep trying.
Awesome, Karen.
gonna go with circle. So we have plus. Millie says plus. Josh says plus. Christine Fryer says too tired. Or tired too, excuse me. Karen Suki star. And is dancing. And
Good night, Grace.
oh, good night, Grace.
Thanks for coming.
Oh my gosh, it's 15 after already. 18 after.
Oh, I've been on for 2 hours. More than. Is everybody in?
Nope.
Sorry. Why am I apologizing?
It's like it's amped up now. Like I'm just getting a big solid hit from. All right, so next card. Yeah, rest well, Grace.
Maybe the universe is wanting you to figure it out a different way.
Yeah, I know, but that's
Like, but this is my way.
all right. All right, so yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay.
No energy. I'm gonna go square. You're gonna say water twice. Dang nabbit. Let's see. Millie saying square. Karen Suki circle.
Oh, 11 in chat. That's fun.
Yes, it is fun. Christine Fryer square. Josh square.
Okay. We good?
Circle. Hey, somebody got circle. Somebody
Square
got
and circle are ones that I get mixed up. Yeah, Karen got it. I mean, if you think about it, they're, one continuous line, whether it's, I always get those ones mixed up. I mean, eventually it's got to be square. I took all those out just as a joke.
That's funny. That would be really hilarious, actually, if you did that. Although you might get a bad case of the don't touch me's. That's about the extent of my wrath. Send somebody the bad case of the don't touch me's. Or make them drink from the fire hose of love.
Well, that sounds terrible.
That came up. I was being legit when I wrote that the other night. I was like, well, if somebody wants to feed off of me, they can drink from the fire hose of love. And I was like, oh my God.
Did I miss that? When was this?
God, whose chat was it in? It was somebody's. And they were talking about energy vampires or something. It was at night. I thought you were there.
Maybe. I'm not always paying full attention. That's
I know
hilarious.
somebody in chat had to. Yeah, see, Millie remembers that. But we were talking about energy vampires or something. And I was just like, well, if somebody wants to feed off of me.
It's even better with all the E's like Angela just did.
Love.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
In chat, wow, you said it live.
Oh,
So I was on the show. Oh, I said it live.
11:22. Oh my gosh, crying.
I can't remember where. It's funny. We do this so often that we don't even remember.
And it's kind of starting to come back, and now I'm like, am I remembering it because you guys are telling me about it, or do I actually remember it? I don't know.
Well, I thought I wrote it, and apparently I said it.
So we're all doing well. That's good.
Victor used to be a firefighter.
Oh, if it was on Truth
I said
Wave,
it during meditation. Yeah. Okay, I said it at Truth Wave, and chat noticed.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, Okay, now I remember. All right.
Are we done this? Are we bored?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got
No, don't apologize.
a rabbitest of holes there. I'm gonna go with square. I mean, excuse me, cross plus.
Okay. Anybody else? Uh,
Okay, you have a Father Sky. You have waves coming in. Wavy for Karen. Wavy for Millie. Mary Wins is plus. Anna Metz is Bunny Rabbit. The Bunny Rabbit.
Is that everyone?
And
Do. That was, yes, that was a show in the 80s. Yeah. I'm sorry. I gotta wash my face because I pushed makeup into my eyeball and it's not happy. Sorry, one sec.
The Fire of Love. I think of Kit Kats too. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me la 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 of that Kit Kat bar. I know, wouldn't that be fun? Well, technically, we should be able to look at it right now, right? See it laying there on the table, and it's showing a plus on it.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess, yes. And we had a couple. Hold on, we got
the last one. Karen was circle.
And we have a wavy line. So we have a bunny bone. And wait, which one's the bunny bone? Oh, never mind.
What?
Never mind. I just had a Nestle Crunch. Well, I've got some zebra cakes. Oh, should I do that to everyone? Do the zebra cake?
I mean, go for it. Yeah, I have strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm content with my strawberries.
Okay, Millie says plus. All right. You ready for the reveal?
Good. Da, 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 da.
Oh, finally. Hey, I did that with ESPN too. I didn't use any energy. So maybe you're right.
There you go.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have a square already. Anna's saying square. Christine. Zebra cakes. Oh my God, please no. Oh, Karen.
Well, go get it. Do you need us to wait?
All right. The previous one was plus, Millie. I think you got it right, actually. No, you didn't miss a reveal. No, we were just talking about Karen's food. All right. I haven't even started trying yet. Let's see what came to me. What was the card? Wow. Circle. I'm going to go circle. I have a circle from Josh. I have a square from Millie. Star.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Runner-up is star.
All right, is this a new card?
Yeah.
Okay, this is probably going to be my last one because I have to get a certain amount of sleep.
Yeah, I should probably try as well. Oh, and then I'm going to be on Good Dawning tomorrow too, so I'll have to actually get up and make myself look presentable before Truth Wave.
It's true. true. All right, here, I just tainted myself by looking at the chat.
Taint.
I'm about to go square. All right, somebody's leaving too. Night, everyone. Sending. Hey, good night, Christine. Rest well, my friend.
Good night, Christine. Has everyone got their guesses in?
Let's see.
Or their, whatever we call it.
Okay, so Christine said circle.
Oh, Angela, did you actually hear me? I didn't think anyone heard me.
Oh, wait, that might have been the previous one. So Father Sky for Millie.
I don't think Victor heard me. And now he's ignoring me.
Ain't no way I know what you're talking about.
We have these like toothpaste tablets at work that we sell. So they're great for camping or whatever, where you can just pop one in your mouth and yeah. So the brand is Tanit, Tanit. And Lise is like, is it just me, or like, do you see taint when you look at this? And I was like, I don't, but like now I
do now.
And then poor Manuel was like, what's that? And we're like, oh God. And she just left and I had to explain. And he's like, oh, a perineum. Okay. Like, of course, you know the real word.
What did you say? Perineum? What?
Sorry? The real name for it is perineum or something like that. Perineum something. Okay, so is anyone?
Yeah, I said square. You had a couple guesses in here.
Okay.
Perineum.
Thank you, Angela. Perineum.
Oh no.
Okay, thanks for the reminder, Billy. Oh, that's funny.
And what does teabagging mean? Is that some kind of Canadian term?
No, it's not at all. But I'm not going to explain it on the air.
What does it mean, Trista? Come on. I'm on the edge of my seat. No, really. No idea what you're talking about.
No.
That's kind of right there along with the flying butt press. You know, from Ren and Stimpy days. They had a flying butt press when Stimpy was wrestling.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but in the military, it was just cranked up a little bit more to be even just a little bit more disgusting. Oh, Angela wants a tutorial, please. Anna saying me no say.
And yes, Karen, it is a body part, just like a taint. Oh dear.
I think I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Yeah, I think me too.
I'll bid you adieu, since you know what that means. Yeah.
Sorry?
I said I'll bid you adieu.
I do know what that means, yes.
And I'll say love you all out in chat, and we'll see you in the morning. Some of you. We will cross paths yet again, possibly in about 7 hours and 28 minutes. Hey, wait, Heaney's here. Is Heaney still here? I'm not going to do all that math.
8 hours. Because 11:33.
Oh, I was talking about the time
Yeah.
I get up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But I may sleep in an extra 30 minutes. Josh, you have a good one, man. Angela, thanks for coming by. Have a great evening. Millie, have a great one. Mary wins. Anna Mads. How about saying just soon? Yeah, I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all soon. What was that? Josh, don't leave yet. What was that? We'll see
Oh, and
y'all
now
soon.
Anna's talking about tatas.
Maybe she owns one of those cars from Tata Motors in India.
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah, of course he does. Thank you for the fun night, Trista. And
yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming on, Victor. This is fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
I have guests more often.
Impromptu visit. And I was just going to tell a joke and then leave.
Yeah.
That's all I was going to do. We started talking about cool, nerdy stuff. So
yeah, it's fun.
Suck me in. Rabbit hold me. Rabbitest of holes. I read a broom. All right, my friends.
Awesome. Yeah.
We'll see you mañana. Well, it's already mañana, but we'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Not in my world.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Love you all.
Yeah.
Good night.
See you guys. Love you. Thank you for coming. And thanks, Victor.